Hello everybody and welcome to RoXolid Productions. Hopefully things are sounding a bit better in this video, testing out a new microphone system. So here we are 30 days in after starting our trial with DirecTV Now. I've got some notes here I want to kind of go through to give you a recap of basically what my thoughts are after spending a month using nothing but DirecTV Now. Now that's a little disingenuous. I am also using my HD home run from Silicon Dust along with Comcast for my local channels. So my NBC, CBS, Fox, and ABC affiliates, along with PBS, all come through Comcast, but everything else I'm getting through DirecTV Now streaming. The plan that I signed up for was the $35 Live a Little plan, and what I did with that was there was a 30-day free trial. I'll put the promo code down below, and it was originally supposed to end at the end of July. They've actually extended it, and it is good through the end of August 2017 at this point. It is Roku 1 month, all one, there's no spaces or anything like that. Again, I'll put it down below here for you. It is limited to one redemption per email address, not one redemption per household. So as of right now, I'm actually taking advantage of a second free month because I used my other email address. It's scamming the system a little bit, but it's honestly, they need to close those loopholes to prevent things like that from happening. The plan that I have also, I can watch 2 concurrent streams at any one time. So I can watch on my TV here, and then on my phone or on my tablet, out in my garage, on my workbench, at any other one of those locations if I wanted to. Basically what I use for test equipment is I used my Samsung TV that I have here. I used an original Chromecast, a Chromecast 2, my NVIDIA Shield TV, and a Roku, the $49 streaming stick. Couple of things I found out right away, still kind of bummed out at, there is no dedicated app for Android TV. I can't use it directly through my NVIDIA Shield. So like, for example, I've got the excellent Live Channels app that they provide right through the system. This doesn't tie into that whatsoever. In addition to everything else, it worked great. I'm Chromecasting right now actually from my phone that I'm using for the recording here to the TV just to watch TBS at this point in time. Chromecasting from any device works great. Use it again with my Google Pixel XL. Make sure you check out our review here on the channel. Used it also with one of the cheap Amazon Fire tablets. This is the one you can get for like 40 or 50 bucks roughly. The Roku worked really well. It was my first experience with it, and the app is very well laid out, very fast, very snappy. I did like the program guide that they offered both on device and then through the Roku box as well. I don't have an Amazon Fire TV. I don't have an Apple TV, so unfortunately I was not able to test on those devices. Seeing reviews from other people, have not seen issues with that at all. One of the things that did happen that was kind of odd was occasionally, and I only noticed it while watching live sports, specifically racing, I would get buffering, lag, or slowdown when watching any of those live events. Baseball didn't seem to be quite as much, and it could have been something where it was the feed from either NBC, SN, or ESPN, whatever I was watching, where the feed up through to DirecTV Now was not as good as it needed to be. However, if I switched out of the Chromecast or the Roku app and went into like the NBC SN app, worked without any problems. So it's something that definitely seems like it is on DirecTV's side at this point in time. There were times when I had some buffering issues, very minor, limited to only a couple channels here and there, nothing major to report. It's normally something where if I was having issues with that, I was also having issues with like YouTube on another device. I do have a 75 megabit downstream service with an excellent Asus router and Motorola Surfboard modem, so those would not have been the issue. When I do the speed test to see what my speeds are, I'm regularly hitting over 85 to 90 megabits per second down. So I don't think it was a downstream issue. I think it was something on the server side with DirecTV Now. Now, AT&T and DirecTV have both announced that there is more coming for this service. They had a great deal initially where they locked you in at that $35 a month plan, regardless of which package that you went on. And a lot of people took advantage of it, but as time has gone on, people have left the service. They have announced things such as 4K is coming, and they have also announced that their cloud-based DVR is now in the beta testing phase. They have sent out invites for specific users to test out that service. I'm excited to see what that turns into, and if, like some of the other services out there, such as Sling TV, which we've also reviewed, if there's going to be a monthly charge with that, or if they're simply going to roll it into the cost of the service every month. Now, I did mention NBCSN, and that, if you've watched the channel at all, has been a real hot button channel that is important to me. NBCSN recently changed their guidelines and policies so that if I don't receive over-the-air broadcast through my login provider that I use when I sign into the app, I can't access their service later on for replays. Perfect example was the Brickyard 400, where I wasn't able to watch it live. I was just out doing other things. So when I went to go watch the replay, I had to actually log in with my Xfinity account information to be able to watch it on demand. So basically what I've done now is on my phone, I have that logged in on my NBCSN app, and then through either my Roku box or the Workaround app that I have installed, side-loaded right now on my NVIDIA Shield TV, I have my DirecTV Now account information logged on. So that way, like with my Comcast, I don't get NBCSN normally. So I need to be able to have access to both of my streams of content. Overall, I've got to say I did like the service and do like the service considerably better than Sling TV. It seemed like the picture was sharper, the guide was better, the value for me was overall higher. The channels that I got for what I would spend if I was not using one of the promos would be about $5 less a month. Actually, it'd be $10 less a month because I would want to add on a couple of the a la carte channels. For example, what I had and what you guys saw me test here on the channel, which I'll link down below for you too, was the orange and blue package, $40 a month. For me, for the Live a Little plan, it's $35 a month, and some major things that were missing from Sling at that point in time is the Disney XD channel, which at this point isn't a major deal, but when Star Wars Rebels starts up again later this year, I want to be able to watch that, so I wouldn't have been able to do that with Sling at that price. I can do it with DirecTV Now. Now, not everything is perfect with DirecTV Now. Perfect example was the NASCAR Truck Series race from Eldora. It's by far one of the best races of the year, but they put qualifying on Fox Sports 2, which meant that I couldn't watch it through my Live a Little plan. I had to step up to a higher tier if I wanted to see that. Above and beyond that, everything that I am looking for personally is in that $35 a month plan. So for me, it's a great value. What I highly recommend, and this is what I did before I started this whole process, just go on and start a Google Doc and make a list. What channels are important to you? And kind of compare and contrast at that point in time to see what service is going to have the best combination of channels for the price. I did like the fact that the Fox suites were completely on here. I could watch my Fox News, my Fox Business channel. That is all on here at no additional charge. It is not available on Sling TV. What they got right, going through here, just going through our list that we have, I think the value that they have for what they're offering is very good. For 35 bucks, some people kind of, oh, it's only 60 channels. You get a lot of channels for 35 bucks. And the thing to remember is you don't have those filler channels that a lot of times that you would get on your traditional pay TV. There's no music channels in here. There's no, 100 channels of Latin salsa that you have to go through that nobody ever watches or listens to unless you're having a party or something like that. And quite honestly, there's Google Play Music, there's Pandora, there's iHeartRadio, there's other options. It's not something that you need to add to something like this. Picture quality, very good overall, very low buffering or drop in resolution, although it did happen from time to time. The guide, I think, is exceptional for what it is. I like the fact that you can still see what's on TV as you're going through the guide. I also like, not only do you have the option to see the guide as far as your traditional time and channel, but you can also browse by network too, which is super cool as well. The login. So you can use your DirecTV Now login to access content through other apps where I couldn't do that with Sling TV. Again, I don't mean to beat up on, for those, I know I've got many fans out there who love Sling TV. Sling TV doesn't work with NBC Sports SN. That's a deal breaker for me, especially as someone, I love Formula One racing. That's normally in the very early hours of the morning here in the United States. It's just a deal breaker for me. And finally, we mentioned this in our original video too, is you can get DirecTV Now. The package that I have, this $35 a month plan, if you have AT&T for your wireless provider, it's $10 a month. It's a no-brainer. So some things that they really, kind of need to improve on. The 72-hour replay that they have on the system as well that we talked about. For the channels that I would want it for, it doesn't work. Also, what doesn't work is there's no time shifting option. I can't pause, fast forward, or rewind live TV. Even the on-demand was a little sketchy from time to time. They have to get an Android TV app. Yes, it's looking good. You can see here I've had TBS running in the background here with an old episode of Seinfeld. Yes, this works good. I like using my phone for Chromecasting, YouTube, or Netflix, or I don't want to channel surf with my phone. I want to have the app on my TV. So either getting a smartphone or a smart TV app like for my Samsung TV, LG, basically any major television out there that runs Android TV, we really need to have DirecTV step up to the plate and do that. There is no parental control options at this time either. So for some parents out there, that may be a concern, especially when you get into some of the upper tiers, like the $70 a month tier that DirecTV Now offers. You get access to stars right in the package. Well, they can have some risque, I mean, it's not like Skinamax or HBO where you're dealing with things like, softcore porn, real sex, things along those lines. But you can have stuff with violence and language that you can't filter out automatically, so you need to stay on top of that as a parent. I want to thank one of our viewers who actually pointed that out to us too, that there is no parental controls right now on DirecTV Now. And then finally, like I mentioned, missing the Fox Sports 2 app. I know it's in the tier above. I'm just trying to go buy as cheap as I can. So for me, having that in there would be really, really nice. So at the end of the day, would I recommend that you give DirecTV Now a try? Quite honestly, yes. It's a decent service that's out there. They have some very good promos between the 1-month free promo that they have going on right now. They do occasionally run free hardware specials too. Like right now, you can get a free Roku if you prepay for 2 months worth of service. It's actually a pretty good deal. The picture quality is good, the sound quality is good, and the channel lineups are very good depending on what you need. You can get by as low as $10 a month, and realistically, that's barely more than what you would pay for your Netflix subscription. So it's an exceptional value right now. I highly recommend that you give it a look. But it doesn't mean that we're done. We're still going to look at PlayStation View on the channel and other services coming up. So make sure you stay tuned. And the best way to keep up to date with everything that we're working on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll get a notification anytime we post new content, and we're doing more and more and more as time goes on. Hopefully you guys appreciate that too. If you do have any questions or comments, make sure that you leave them down below. We answer all of our comments out there, and we try to really help give you the answers that you're looking for. At the end of the day, this channel is designed to help save you money in the long run and help you get the best value. So if you have questions that we don't cover here in the videos, that's the best way to get those answered. Finally, make sure if you like what we're doing here on the channel, want to support the channel, head on over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/RoXolid. For just as little as $1 a month, you can help the channel grow so we can get things like new cameras, new lights, new microphones, so that way things sound better, look better, and invest in the channel so we can provide you the best content possible. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you real soon.